Hey guys, so I just watched Windchime Fan's newest video where he was talking about his opinion on what the worst thing about a lot of Woodstock Chimes are, because he was talking about how a lot of notes on Woodstock Chimes repeat. He was especially talking about that on the Amazing. I know the first example he used was the Amazing Grace chime, which, yeah, I can even see it just by looking at mine, how a lot of the tubes are the same length. And I can even hear it. It's yeah. It looks like the Magical Mystery Chime also has repeating notes, because it looks like some of the tubes on that are the same length. However, that is actually not my number one biggest gripe, because it's something that I've always kind of ignored. I've never really paid much attention to it because to me, the way I see it, as long as not all of the tubes are the same length, then it's fine, because they still sound good despite the repeating notes. So I wanted to go over what my biggest gripe is. That being this shit right here. These stupid ass little things. In case you don't know what I'm talking about the cheap little tacks that hold the strings on a lot of the chimes out of the wooden materials. These are a complete joke. I don't know why they use those. And I think the company themselves, the people working at Woodstock Chimes, they say that they staple the strings in. I call bullshit on that. I don't think they're staples at all. I say that they are cheesy tacks, and no one can convince me otherwise. This is just the worst method for having something strung I have ever seen. How hard would it be to just drill a few holes on the top piece and run the string through there? This just looks nutty. Just why? Just why? But but the reason I am so against the tacks isn't because they look ridiculous. Well, okay, that's a part of it. But the main reason I hate them so much is because it makes the chime fall apart way too easily. Just the amount of times I've had a wind chime fall apart on me because one of these stupid tacks would come loose. I had to get rid of my Encore Dragonfly chime because of these stupid tacks, because literally every single string, all of the string that was holding the tubes came off because every single tack came undone. And I eventually went, you know what, fuck this, it's not worth it. And I eventually trashed it because it had gone to shit. Because, again, every tack came undone. I know my Pocket Bell Cannon chime, that one had to be fixed 3 times because of the damn tacks. 3 times! I kid you not. 3 times. My Craftsman chime, that one had to be fixed a couple times. This one had to be fixed because 2 of the tacks holding the strings, holding the tubes came undone. And then they also use tacks to hold the wind catcher and the striker, and it came undone on this one, the Gregorian Alto. My Sea Star chime, 2 of the tacks, the Seashore chime with the Sea Star, that one had 2 of the tacks come undone on that one. And that one I actually still need to have repaired. And I'm trying to... But you get my point. The strings would not come undone so easily if it weren't for these stupid things here. It's just... Why do they do it this way? Okay, actually, I think I might know why they do it. I think it's another one of their stupid marketing strategies, because I think what they do is that they actually do it to make sure that the chimes fall apart, so that way they can charge people extra to have them fixed. I think I truly believe that that's what they do. That they just. And it did not start with Sullivan's. They've always done it this way because I think all of the chimes here that have the stupid tax, I think I got all of these before Sullivan's because these are ones that I've had for a while. I think this one is the. Okay, well, this one I got after Sullivan's because I've only had this one since 2022. So this one was after Sullivan's. But I think the rest were all before. Yeah. Yeah, this is just ridiculous. Because I know they could easily just drill holes in the top because I've seen other companies do it. Wind River, which of course is their products are American. I mean, their main focus is the Creamfield bells. That's what they're most well known for. But their chimes that do have wooden materials, like the Festival and the Arius, they have holes drilled into the top that the strings are, and they run the strings through those holes in the top. And it makes it a lot harder for those chimes to fall apart. And I know my smaller Arius chime, I forget how many inches it is. That one is actually still held up despite the fact that I've had it since 2015 and I haven't hung out a lot. The strings are perfectly fine. And also, too, the wood hasn't rotted on it. It's got the typical weather damage, and it also broke, but that was because it fell off a tree, and the wood snapped. That's why one of the... Do you mind, Checkers? Oh my god, I can barely hear myself over you. Sorry. But yeah, it fell off a tree, so that's why there's glue on it, because... But it was actually my first ever Wind River chime. I think I already mentioned I had it since 2015. I've had a lot of my more quality wind chimes in 2015 because I think it was 2015 where I really started to get away from the cheaper chimes. I just started getting to the point where I didn't really like them and just went for the Woodstock and the Wind River chimes. So, yeah. Now, the Woodstock chimes I got in 2014 are still looking pretty good, but the ones that I got after in 2015 and everything after that, some of them don't look as good. It depends on how long each one is left outside. This one I've only had since 2020, and already it's got a little bit of rot but it weathered so fast. This one's got a lot of rot on it. This Habitat chime, this one. Yeah, it's not looking good. And this one doesn't really have rot on it, but it's definitely faded. Oh yeah, and the wood is cracked. It's got a. Oh wait, no, there's some rot right there, and then there's the cracks. And again, this is one. Oh my god. Be quiet for a second. Jeez. Can't even hear myself think. This is one that I've only had since 2019, and already it looks like this. But even the quality on the wood still isn't what I have against these chimes the most. It's the tax. I absolutely hate the way these are strung. This is ridiculous. I don't just... Yeah, it's stupid. Well, anyways, I'm gonna end the video here, so bye.